It's the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy, Mark, and me. You guys like going to the picture show, to the movie theater? Get out of the house, get out in front of your television screen and in front of a different screen.
It's my church. I go as often as I can.
And when you go, even with streaming, and you can watch all kinds of movies at home, we have big screen TVs. When I do go to the theater and it's a really good projection and it looks good and the sound is good, you go, yeah, this is why we go. This is why we pay the $25 a ticket, because we're seeing something more than just the movie. We're seeing an experience. You're experiencing it with other people. You're laughing with them or scared with them or whatever it is. And it's just completely different. And it's the best experiences are when you go to a movie that you love and you're watching with a bunch of people. And you should never lose that.
And you're not distracted. You're not pausing it to go get something to drink. You're not like looking at your phone. You're not like, you are fully focused, and you sort of forget what that's like to just be immersed. So but there's some theaters that are more special than others.
Yes. And especially here in the town that we live in, which is called Hollywood. We've got some amazing theaters here in this town, and I think sometimes people here who live here take them for granted, and we almost don't realize what we have. But we've got the Chinese theater, we've got the Egyptian theater, we've got the Arrow, we've got the Varsity, the New Beverly. We have so many places
Vista,
here that are
El Capitan.
The Vista.
I don't care about any of those.
Oh, well, the one we're talking about.
I do. I love them all.
I care about this theater we're talking about today. This is my most favorite theater. It's the one theater kept me in this town.
The Cinerama Dome. It is iconic. It's historical. It's beautiful. I've seen some of the best, like Mark was talking about, those experiences that you have in the theater. Some of the best experiences I've ever had in the theater have been in that dome. I saw, the giant 70 millimeter projections, the three segment Cinerama version of Apocalypse Now, Lawrence of Arabia, 2001: A Space Odyssey. These movies that you have to get immersed in, and you're looking like this at the screen, and you're in the movie. You're inside the movie.
I saw Terminator 2 there, and didn't have a great seat. It was a far right in the bottom. But it was still so incredible. You're just in the world. You're in the movie, and it's an amazing place, and it's great to look at. You drive by it, and you go, and it has such an early '60s feel. It opened November 7th, 1963. The first film was "It's a Mad, 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 Mad World," which was this giant, huge comedy spectacle with 1 million stars, and you can see it there on the sides, and it was, going great guns until COVID hit, and the owners decided to shut it down back in 2021. And that's why we want to give you an update. What's going on with this theater that we just revere?
And it's not just the dome. It's it's entire complex of like this completely upscaled, beautiful, like serious moviegoer theater. It was a little more expensive. It was really like cutting edge at the time. It was a little more amplified than like the theater malls or just the malls. They really tried to elevate it. So this Ben Steinberg is this. We're gonna give him a shout out because he's the one that's been kind of been the rallying cry for everyone wanting this to reopen. He's been kind of pounding that drum for a while. He has an Instagram called Save the ArcLight 2. Apparently the other one closed for some reason. So Save the ArcLight 2 is still him. But he's the one that like gathered all those people in that photo that just flashed up there for a second. And there we are. And he got signatures. Like he's been harassing like the theater owner and all the city, like trying to get this thing open. So he deserves a little shout out, keeping it in the news. Yeah. But it's like they have a whole complex there with this incredible theaters and incredible space.
And it's located, in the heart of Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard near Vine. I mean, it's like it is sort of a ground zero for Hollywood. So when you're there seeing a movie, you're just going, this is where it all happens. A
lot of premieres there. A lot of premieres where it's like one of the number one places besides the Chinese theater of where they would have premieres, and they would set up these big installations on the dome itself, which was very cool. I love that.
Yeah.
So this has been near and dear to my heart. I used to work near it. I could walk to it anytime. It was really easy to go to, and I loved it because they were very serious. They would come out and introduce the movies. Like person would come and stand like, "Hello, everyone, you're seeing today," and he would talk about, so it made it really personal and almost kind of old fashioned. And serious. Like if you complained about somebody being obnoxious, they would come and talk to them and kick them out.
Yeah.
Like it was serious. And I like it.
And there was a chain here called the ArcLight, which was very much, it was modeled after that. It didn't have the same sort of dome and the sort of geodesic feel. But
it was just part of that.
It was very serious, and it was the same thing. An introduction, have some decorum in the theater, because if you go to a theater and somebody's crinkling, wrappers, or I'll spot it, I'll feel it, and it will bum me out. So anyway.
But the interior, like of the main theater, is very epic. They had a restaurant, like it was a whole thing. They had these great stairs. You go up to like the second story for the theaters up there. They would have these props and costumes for movies that you could pose with. Like it was just the coolest theater.
It was epic. World. It was like
the fact this thing closed down for so long is a crime.
I know.
Drives me crazy. And the thing is, the Decorion, is it Decorion? Is that what they're called?
The Decorion Corporation.
Yeah, they sold off all of the ArcLights that were all over town. It wasn't just on Hollywood Boulevard. There were a few all around town, and they sold them all to other theaters like AMC and Regal and stuff like that. But they just kept the Dome and the ArcLight on Hollywood just closed for 5 years. Drove everyone crazy because it's so iconic. You come to Hollywood, you see this big boarded up, beautiful theater.
We drive by it almost every day. I mean, if you go out, you're going to drive
breaking my heart every time I see it.
You're going to see it, and it's every time you see it, it's like, that's such a piece of Hollywood. I mean, it's like somebody tearing down the Hollywood sign, or bulldozing the Magic Castle or something.
It's one of the iconic buildings of Los Angeles. I mean, you put in the top 5 for sure, and it's sad that, it's been closed for so long, but it's great that there are all these finding these documents are, they're starting to get this going to get it back open, to have movies shown in there, which is exciting for us.
Well, it's not even just documents filed. They had an actual meeting with the city, like a big open meeting about they have to get permission to open the theater again. And it was unanimous. Yeah. They were like, yes, open it. It was jobs. It was beauty. It was central to the vibrancy of that section of town. And so they finally did it. And now it's like looking very promising. We've got our hopes up before, we kind of
they got their liquor license.
They got the liquor license approved.
And that's important, because before the movies, we always used to go there. I mean, all of us friends, we'd say, let's all go see a movie. It was a great place to go with a group of people, because you can get a whole row of seats to yourself. The seats are assigned, so you can put your whole gang in a certain row. And you go there and there's a really decent restaurant, a really good restaurant. You go up there and have a couple drinks, and then go see a movie, and then come back out and maybe sit in the restaurant again.
Yeah.
It was like,
it's an experience. It's not just going to a movie and going home. It was a whole thing, and it was something you remember. And, I'm excited, and hopefully this will reopen sooner than later. There's not a lot of delays. Just get it back. I'm curious to see when it does open, what the first movie will be. I hope it's kind of a big, huge event. I have a feeling.
I want it to be the Odyssey.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
that would be.
That would be good. Yeah. Christopher Nolan, because he would want it to be projected perfectly in 70 millimeter and the whole deal.
So the official word is, and I want to go just say a little bit about it, because it's been so long and so many false starts.
Yeah.
But they said that the Dome Center LLC, the company that owns a property along Sunset Boulevard, which is the iconic movie stand, where the movie theater is, filed an application for a conditional use permit to sell alcohol for on-site consumption at the Cinerama Dome Theater and adjoining multiplex. According to the application filed by the company's representative, Elizabeth Peterson Gower, I want to have everyone's name on here, of Place Weavers, Inc., Dome Center is seeking a new permit that would allow for the continued sale and dispensing of a full line of alcoholic beverages for an on-site consumption in conjunction with the existing Cinerama Dome theaters and 14 auditoriums within the ArcLight Cinemas Theater Complex, a restaurant and cafe with 2 outdoor dining terraces from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. daily. This would be a renewal of the current 10-year permit, which expires November 5th. 10-year permit.
Yes.
That is very promising. So that was passed.
Yeah.
We are in.
I want to come out of a movie. I want to come out of a movie at 3 a.m., have a martini.
3 a.m.
I know. Until 4 in the morning.
I mean, 3 a.m. Oh, you go to the Blue Note Jazz Club next door.
That's my wife and me when we went to see Avatar. I think this is Avatar, and we looked like we're drunk, and something terrible going on, but it's always fun. It's the kind of place
fun.
you want to take a selfie of yourself
so
in the theater, you know.
I have missed it so much. It feels like a piece of my heart has been taken out. Now I'm getting a little glimmer of hope. We just wanted to do a quick report about it because so excited. This is such big news for movie lovers, and especially live in LA, that the theater's going to be open again. It's just, and you hear it, they were supposed to be remodeling it too, and I feel like that's essential because it was always the one that was a little better than everyone else. And now everyone else has remodeled their theaters to be competing with people who want to stay home, which is they made recliners. They have these extra big tables next to it. I want that.
Yes,
I want
the
this
recliners.
To be the most comfortable, amazing theater. And I think they're going to do that because you need it to be elevated. That's just what the theater's about. So very exciting.
As long as I keep the aesthetic of this early 60s sort of vibe, you know, like, have the most plush seats, but I hope they don't sort of do it in a different way. I'm sure they'll be smart about it and make sure it looks as interesting on the inside.
Well, the exterior can stay the same. Just it needs to be comfortable inside because this, you know,
of course,
cool seats in movie theaters.
I want that same Cinerama, Cinerama theater logo across the front like that. It has to be there.
They won't change that.
Yeah, that's one of the best logos ever.
It's the best.
I remember like a million years ago when we started Cinemondo. That was when I did the logo for Cinemondo.
It's an inspiration.
Was inspiration for it. Was that cool Cinerama logo?
Yeah, so awesome. Big news. We just wanted to get that out there. We'll be reporting on it as we get new details because now it feels like there's some motion happening. So we're going to do little videos as we learn more.
The first thing that we want to do when the movie is, when the theater's open, is go there and see it at the movie, which I hope is the Odyssey, and we'll actually film that as kind of this grand reopening for us. Yes, I can't wait.
We're going to do a big outing and we'll film us. The first movie we're going to see there. I mean, I think the first movie I ever saw in the Cinerama Dome was actually Star Wars. One of the Star Wars. I'm not sure which one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So very exciting. And like I worked there, so I just walked over and saw it. It was so easy. And worked right next door. All right, you guys. Very exciting news. Thank you, Ben, for keeping the word out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
More on this later.
Yes. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.